Well, hello, my beautiful Librans. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for June 2023. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details, and I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Librans, this is your monthly reading for June. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. But before we even start, they're showing me an image of a snowflake in the water. Now, this can indicate maybe an unseasonal snowstorm wherever you are. It could be in the literal sense. Anything's possible in this crazy old world at the moment. But it could also indicate there is something very unique about you. You're very gifted and talented, and perhaps there's something that you haven't fully tapped into that you'll pay a little bit more attention to or focus to in the month of June. Okay, it can also indicate that there is a delicate situation that you're dealing with, or a delicate decision that perhaps you have to make, and you will gain clarity on it in the month of June as well. But I feel it's more pointing towards your individuality and your uniqueness, and there is something that sets you apart from other people. There is some sort of good news that is attached to this, and it brings satisfaction and happiness is what they're showing me. So it could also be like a symbol that you will see over the next 6 weeks. You could see it everywhere you go. Maybe on someone's tattoo or on a billboard or on a product. You may notice it a little bit more than usual. It indicates that there is something that perhaps has been frozen, starts to move in the right direction, something that has perhaps because I'm getting a sense of change of direction as well, so that's coming out strongly too. Anyway, I'll leave that image there because I can't quite decode it 100%. I'm only giving you what I can see. So they want me to go one more. Okay. Let's move on. We have the star energy, which is really wonderful. We've got the bouquet and we've got the fish. So these are great cards to start for your overarching energy for June. June is actually full of major astrological events. The main one being the planet of passion and power, Pluto. It's moving into the sign of Capricorn. Well, it's actually retrograding back into the sign of Capricorn. It's been in Aquarius for quite some time, and now as it moves into Capricorn, it's extremely important for businesses and politics. Okay, now I don't like to talk politics, but the energy is there, so I have to mention it. I can't ignore it. Financially, we will see businesses cutting back and streamlining their expenses. Okay, we will also collectively feel the pinch as Capricorn energy tends to influence us all to really watch our budgets in order to save more money, so there's more money for ourselves in the bank, shall we say. It also helps us focus on our goals and realize them into the physical sense. So it is a positive energy. When it comes to governments, of course, you may see some major restructures going on over the next 8 to 12 months. Pluto is in the sign of Capricorn right up until January 2024. So we will see restructures. We will see certain governments being voted out, for example, and it doesn't have to be on a localized level. It may be on a global scale, but let's watch what's happening there because the influences, they lend itself to major change and restructure. Now, Pluto, it basically gets rid of dead wood. So on a personal level, you may feel compelled to declutter your life, body, mind, and soul, and you may even start with items around the home space that you no longer need or you've outgrown. Okay, So you may put stuff online to earn a little bit more money on so that it can be loved elsewhere. If you've evolved and you don't need it in your life anymore. Also, it can indicate that you are paying a little bit more attention to your own needs during this time and really focused on recharging your batteries and focus on direction as well. You may even change your approach to your career if you're in the working sector and implement new ideas that will attract promotions, more money, clients and contracts. And if you're an entrepreneur, this is a very important time for you to really get on target. It's a very successful time for you. Now, the full moon enters the sign of Sagittarius on the 4th of June, and that really is a great time to get clear on your direction, but also it's a very positive moon because it aligns you with your desires and also, with abundance, because this is called the strawberry moon. It attracts prosperity and is a perfect time to tap into the energy that's available for you to achieve your goals or whatever it is that you've been working towards. So I would set an intention or write like a list of things that you want to accomplish and watch yourself tap into that energy to make it happen. Of course, you'll take the initiative to make it happen because that Sagittarius energy gives you vitality. It gives you, a bold recharge of your batteries so that you actually move forward and stride towards your goals. Okay. Now also, if you're looking for love, we do have a wonderful connection between Venus, Pluto and Venus. There is an alignment there that helps you attract a deeper love connection if you're single, and it reignites your passion for your partner if you're in a relationship already. Now, I do have to make you aware of one aspect that's occurring this month that could be a little bit negative. I don't like to really focus on the negative, but if it is there, I will mention it. There is a new moon in Gemini, and it's on the 18th of June. Now, it's a perfect time to actually tap into your inner narrative. If you've been extra critical on yourself or hard on yourself recently, you'll catch yourself doing it, and you'll eradicate it. You'll be a little bit more compassionate towards yourself, and you'll feel proud of everything that you've done so far and how far you've come. If you look at your goals and you think you still have a far journey to go, you'll actually realize that you're closer than you think, okay? But also, okay, 2 aces there at the end of the month, which is really wonderful. Also, this moon is called a void of course moon. Okay, so course moon it's basically called, but there's a void that goes along with it. And there's a famous saying, anything started under a void of course moon bears no fruit. So the 18th of June is not a good time to start anything, sign contracts, get into a relationship, start a flirtation, or move. It's not a good time on that particular date, okay? But 11 hours after that date, after that new moon occurs in Gemini, because of the duality of it, there is like a void energy, and 11 hours after, we do have a wonderful alignment between Saturn and Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of good luck, expansion, and opportunity. And it also conjuncts the North Node. So 11 hours after the peak of the 18th of June, that's when you can start everything, because that's when you align yourself with prosperity. It is a perfect time for good luck. Okay, just after the 18th of June. So I'm just giving you that as a heads up, okay? Now, your first card here is the Star. So you are getting appreciation and recognition for everything that you've done, but also a wish is delivered in the month of June for you. So whatever it is you've been hoping for, I do see that you've been really feeling a little bit... I don't want to say lost, because I feel that's extreme. I feel like you've been a little bit like clouded on something, and you've been searching for answers, something connected to your true life's calling, to your mission, shall we say, and you may have felt a little bit stuck or grounded recently, but you have actually, you do have actually a goal in mind, but you may have felt that things are so hard, it's just so difficult right now, that sometimes you lose your way, or you feel, disheartened because things are not happening in the time frame that you were hoping for. It always seems like a hard slog, okay? But there's definitely some sort of good news that indicates you're heading in the right direction and that there is movement for you in the month of June. Now, the key words for this card, of course, is hope, recognition, goals being realized, dreams coming true. Some of you, if you're wanting fame or recognition in whatever it is that you're doing, it's definitely available for you to tap into in the month of June. A very optimistic time, you're making progress, and your reputation precedes you in a really positive way. So I definitely see new opportunities coming on in for you, especially at the end of the month. Jupiter is on your side. Jupiter, as I said, is a good luck energy. And around about mid-month, there's something connected to a group setting is what I'm seeing here. So it's perfect time for networking. If you're in a business, you may attend an invitation or attend something where you meet someone who later on will be very beneficial for you in your career. And if you're looking to build on your soul tribe or friendship circles, I definitely see there's either a communal event or something that you go to where you'll meet a person who will become a friend for life. Okay, so I definitely see some positive energy there. But ultimately, the star energy indicates a lot more inspiration this month. You're really connected to the universe, and why that's important is because your 9th house at the end of the month is starred for you. It's influencing you, and that really is about you adding a little bit more spontaneity, adventure into your life, a little bit more study perhaps, and you're looking at the bigger picture of your life. Everything that you learn and explore will lead you to your higher self and to your goals. But most importantly, your 3rd house is activated. Now, the 3rd house invokes the law of attraction to get what you want. It helps you communicate better, visualize better with the universe, get clear on what you want, to find the right words, to initiate change, and to negotiate with the universe, and also on a more physical plane, negotiate in your life better deals and get what you desire. You may feel compelled to take a class online during this time or a quick trip. Definitely visualization works quicker for you now as you move throughout the month. The 3rd house is at the beginning of the month. The 9th house is at the end of the month for you. But both are working in conjunction to attract the law of desire or the law of attraction. You are magnetizing it towards you. So the star energy, some really great news happening there for you. But lots of new ideas, embrace them. Also, it's a time for personal development, personal growth, and healing on any difficult situations that you've been going through. We had the bouquet. The bouquet really in the Lenormand deck connects to you being a gift or having a gift that will bring a lot of prosperity into your life. It says here a gift, joy, beauty, happiness. They gave me that word at the beginning, happiness, and it was satisfaction, I think it was, that came up there. Blossoming, appreciation, invitation, attention, okay? So, I mean, if you're looking for love, this is a perfect time for you to attract attention by going to, an invitation. I definitely see you being invited to something that's already come up before I even touch this card. Something that you'll travel to. It starts off as a flirtation, but it leads to love is what I'm seeing there. These readings are not meant to be about love. They're meant to be about, more tangible things that perhaps you're dealing with. But I definitely see this as a factor. Again, this card is Jupiter. I mean, all cards are Jupiter. That's really wonderful and very unique, actually. Jupiter is really governing you this month to bring you a lot of luck. Now, we also have the fish, which represents finances, wealth, prosperity, and more fortune. It says here, finances, wealth, abundance, business, money flowing smoothly, and freedom. So I definitely get a sense here that things are looking a little bit more positive, but I feel that you've been seeking answers. You've been doing a lot of questioning. Your first card here is the Hierophant, and I feel like you're deepening your spiritual practices. You're really discovering your inner world, and there's some piece of information that's not really meant for your ears or eyes. I'm not sure if you hear it or whether you see it. There's some piece of information that was not meant for you, but you will discover it, and it actually puts you in a really good position. So, for example, if, for example, you suddenly go online and there's a video that really calls out to you to watch, and you're like, oh, okay, what's this? You didn't seek it. it sought you. And then you watch it and you're like, oh my gosh, I did not know that that was happening soon. Now I need to make these arrangements or adjustments to make sure I'm prepared. Could also be at your working environment. You could be walking down the hall and overhear a conversation between people in positions of hierarchy or power, or, you know, someone talking about some information that perhaps is not readily known to everybody, but a piece of information that's not meant for you, it gets delivered to you. And this is on purpose because it's meant to put you in a really good position. So listen out for that, okay? I mean, it could literally be a piece of gossip that you hear, or something that you read. So just watch out for that there. But this month really is a spiritual month for you as well, and it's a month of learning, not just learning more about yourself and you know, your talents and your gifts, but also educating yourself in order to guide you to the path that you desire. Now, some of you may literally put yourself on a course of learning this month, because with the Hierophant and the Three of Pentacles, that's a group setting, learning more about what you do, more about your craft. You're all very talented, you're very gifted, but you have a plan, okay? Something that you've been planning or engineering to set up is going to get realized this month. So you could launch something, but remember, 18th of June, don't launch it on that date. We do have the Queen of Wands, so you are magnetic at this time, and you'll do really well in social settings. If you've been feeling a little bit more like a homebody recently, I feel you will feel more encouraged to get out of your comfort zone and be in more social settings. So you may even come across something in the community that will benefit you, or that you feel compelled to go to, or you'll have invitations, lots of invitations this month, that gets you out of your comfort zone and brings a little bit more excitement into your world. Now, the Queen of Wands is very passionate, so I feel you're being encouraged this month to follow your passions. You're paying attention to what makes you happy, and you are magnetizing more of that into your life. You're in a very powerful position as you start the month, because you are attracting lots of good things, but also you're attracting people towards you, okay? People that you can learn from, people that will benefit you long term, but also people who will stay in your life and add value to your life as well. So if you've been feeling a little bit, you know, unmotivated, or your energy has been lacking, I definitely see that you're going to have that sense of vitality to move forward towards your goals, and you're influencing your life. So I definitely see that you're taking strong strides towards whatever it is that you want to accomplish. And with the Chariot card, that indicates you are victorious. You get it done. So you may be very productive this month, very creative, and, you know, getting a lot done. You're in a state of doing this month, and whatever task you set yourself to, you're definitely committing yourself to it, and you're going to, you know, make it happen. You're going to be right on target. Now, Three of Pentacles does indicate that you have a plan, and that you are really gifted at what you do, and this plan that you are either concocting, or that you have in the works, something is in motion for you right now, and I feel like it will bring you to a very solid position of security, is what I'm being shown here. Now, the Three of Pentacles indicates also that you're being very clever with your finances. When you get the Queen of Wands and you get the Three of Pentacles, when you apply it to finances, it can indicate that you'll be tempted to spend on things that you love, right? And it's important to recognize with the Three of Pentacles as well, it's like, of course, don't spend more than you have to spend. Now, that's an obvious thing to say, but the energy indicates that some of you, especially when you feel a little bit down, and don't shoot the messenger when I say this, this is just coming through, so I'm just going to give it to you the way that it's coming through. Sometimes when we feel a little bit down, and we feel like something is missing, and we're searching for something in life, sometimes we feel compelled to consume. So we go out there and purchase that little something something that's been on our mind. Now, of course, that's wonderful, but they just want you to be aware of, do you really want that item, or are you filling a void? Okay, now that's a really deep thing that's come through there. Maybe that's even something that we all need to look at, but it's just coming through there briefly, because they're indicating as soon as that comes into your life, it's great for about 2 weeks or so, and then you're like, still something missing. Okay, so I don't know who needs to hear that, but that's coming through. I feel like you're actually stepping away from that energy this month. You're cutting it out a little bit more. You're walking away from that, and you're developing a deeper sense of happiness and joy from within. Okay, so I feel like you're connecting more to your inner self, and it's a bit more of a spiritual or philosophical month for you as well. I definitely see that you are a leader when it comes to group settings. So even if you are in a career sector, there is a potential here for you to learn more about what you do and staircase into a promotion or a raise. And I feel like you would be someone who inspires other people, and it would be a very generous boss or leader. So I definitely see that you've got your eye on some sort of prize. And if you're not in the career sector and you're retired, or you have other projects on the go, I definitely see you influencing your situation to put a little bit more effort into understanding your path, deepening your faith, and connecting to your higher self. They're actually giving me the word birthplace. So perhaps some of you will be thinking about your legacy, and where you're from, where you are right now, and where you're going. Some of you may be looking back and looking at your roots, and really discovering more about yourself and more about your culture this month. So this birthplace, this is about grounding. They're giving me the words I am. So maybe this is a month about establishing who you are and where you've come from and what it means to be you in the world that you've built for yourself. Okay. So as I said, very philosophical month for you. Now we do have the Judgment card. It's in the resistance position, so it's like I got it in the reverse for you. So a lot of you have been feeling a little bit of stagnation or blockages that have been going on, something connected to your true life's purpose. You may have felt a little bit lost or in limbo, and you're trying to gain clarity. Some of you may be at a bit of a fork in the road and be trying to understand what it is you need to do in order to move forward. When we are leaving our old life behind or decluttering our life because we've outgrown certain situations and we're stepping into our power, we need to have that final decision, shall we say, that moment where we go, you know what, enough is enough. So I definitely see that you're judging a situation in the month of June in order to gain clarity and step away from things that are draining you or derailing you. Now this could be literally like food substances that make you feel bloated or make you feel lethargic, that don't make you feel happy about yourself long term. These may be goals that perhaps you've been meaning to set yourself doing, but you've felt unmotivated at times, or you've experienced some setbacks. Could also be that if you're working in a toxic environment, for example, you feel it's time to reassert your boundaries and say enough is enough, and either take yourself elsewhere, put your resume out there and find new opportunities, or perhaps go to HR. I mean, you do have a justice card there. That is your card, my beautiful Librans, but I definitely see that some of you may take something to a higher governing body in the month of June, or you're already doing that, and it will work in your favor. It will take you to where you need to be so that you can feel satisfied with your position. But the Judgment card is all about who you are, how far you've come, and where you want to go. And I feel by the end of the month, you'll have a renewed sense of your direction. And also, I get a sense with the Judgment card that you are listening to your true life's calling, and you're going to be very successful on that. So some of you may rediscover a talent that you have that you used to do or that you used to love doing, and perhaps you've disconnected from that for a while, and you rediscover how good you are at it, and you may turn it into a business, or it could be just something that you commit yourself to because you enjoy it. Okay, so I definitely see you rediscovering parts of yourself this month as well, and putting a little bit more time into you. Because the Page of Pentacles in this position can indicate that something has not been working for you, and you've been trying really hard, and it's been disappointing. You may have been dealing with either stubborn people or lazy people, or people who are not working. There's been some problems. I mean, these problems could have literally been that you have to call up some call center somewhere to help you rectify a situation, and you seem to be getting nowhere. Well, the month of June will see a breakthrough for you. Whatever it is that you've been having difficulty with, I definitely see that your effort will pay off. Now, the Page of Pentacles, some of you may have been struggling to get a job job or feel fulfilled within your working environment. And this is a month where you will feel a little bit more fulfilled, and there's a couple of offers coming on in. So if you are putting your resume out there to find new opportunities because you're dissatisfied with either the financial exchange or office politics, or you just feel like you've hit a glass ceiling and you're desiring to go further on the career ladder, but you haven't been given an opportunity to where you're at right now, or even if you are currently out of work and you're looking for a job, there's definitely a restart, a renewal happening here. Some of you may have been learning new skills in the meantime in order to, have extra strings to your bow, should we say. But the Page of Pentacles indicates a job offer coming on in, okay? So I definitely see that there's two opportunities here. One is something that you will absolutely love doing, and it will not only allow you the freedom to explore your creative talents, but also it will bring you peace of mind, and you'll just feel like home in this opportunity. There is another opportunity that is coming through that is very exciting and gives you a lot of responsibility. There may be some travel that's with it too, but I just get a sense here that you will have to make a choice, and both opportunities are really good for you, and they're very competitive arenas. I feel like you'll probably take the one that really challenges you in a very exciting way, but I mean, the choice is yours. Both lead to success is what I'm seeing here, okay? Now, for those of you who are not in the career sector, or if you're not looking to move and you're quite comfortable where you're at, I definitely see some sort of money news coming on in. This could be a raise, okay? It could be, some sort of new income or new financial incentive, shall we say, like employer of the month. So I definitely see that you get recognized for your talents or gifts, and there is some sort of financial reward that comes with it. Now, it may not be a huge amount of money, but it is still a step in the right direction, and that money will go a long way. And I feel with the Seven of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Judgment card here, I feel some of you have been neglecting your own needs, okay? They're actually showing me a pelican right now in the water. Very distinctive bird, and it has a very distinctive meaning. Let me just tap into that. They're showing me that you're a very selfless person. You're very generous with your time, and you will be rewarded for your generosity. Some of you may have felt very alone, or you prefer solitude, or you enjoy your own company, which is wonderful. We should all learn to enjoy our own company, but they're indicating that you will benefit from strong bonds with other people. So either getting into the community in some way, or going to events, or even joining a group setting where you'll just change the energy and feel a lot more positive. It's important to spend time alone, of course, but too much time alone, it actually can chip away at your confidence sometimes, or chip away at your energy. We pick up energy from other people, so it can be a little bit more rewarding when we spend time with good people. I'm not saying, get yourself out there and spend your time with any old body. It's important to spend time with good people. The Seven of Swords with the Page of Pentacles and the Judgment card, I'm just picking up an energy of on the path that you feel you want to be on, there's a lot of people who try to derail you, or have not seen your talents, or respected your boundaries, or even valued what you bring to the table. And it may have left you feeling a little bit jaded, may have made you feel a little bit like you're not a people pleaser. So I feel there's something that sets you apart. Again, there's this uniqueness about you. And some of you may think about setting up independently because you've got wonderful ideas that sometimes other people try to take credit for. I definitely see an independent streak coming through in the month of June. So some of you may be trying to, move towards setting up your own entrepreneurship. And if you already have an entrepreneurship, I definitely see it going from strength to strength. Now, the Seven of Swords, it's not a negative card, especially when it's in the resistance position. It can indicate that you catch someone, not pulling their weight, or you catch someone out on doing something that perhaps they've got away with for quite some time. Because you've got the judgment card and the Justice card there, it can mean that you will see karma being enacted this month, where a person who has done you wrong has actually got their karma. Now, I feel you don't really wish bad things to happen to this person or this situation, but you're happy that karma, you know, deals with it. Now I'm just going to quickly pull a card with that Seven of Swords for you, because the Seven of Swords is really about approaching a difficult situation in a unique way. The tradition of the Seven of Swords, if it's interesting, the Judgment card is on the bottom there for you as well. Can you please show me the Seven of Swords? Okay. The Seven of Swords is a golden card. Anything that's yellow or golden in the tarot is positive, and the history of this card, the figure is actually taking the weaponry away from the army because he does not want to fight. He wants to find an alternative way to approach something. So it is a delicate situation that can in some way be misconstrued. But this figure is trying his best to actually find a positive solution to a difficult circumstance. And I feel this is something that perhaps you may be dealing with right now, and you will find a solution to that. The Seven of Swords also is a card for non-conformity, for being independent, for, you know, not group thinking, having your own ideas and sticking to them. You know, even when other people are following a certain narrative, you're standing strong in your beliefs and saying, I can see with my intuition the direction I should be taking. So I definitely see it's a positive turn of events for you in the month of June. And also, Seven of Swords can indicate diplomacy being needed in a situation with somebody who perhaps has tried to keep you stuck or stagnant in a situation. Of course, you know, be honest, and, you know, you might be cutting about it, but I do feel diplomacy is needed because it actually just helps you walk away without any negative karma, if that makes sense. Okay. You may have felt like micromanaged by somebody in your life, and oh yeah, I just want to pull a card on that just to clarify. I feel there are ways to approach a situation to sort of indicate, butt out of my business. You don't need to be involving yourself in my business, but at the same time with a smile. So they're like, did I just get told? And of course, they're intelligent enough to know, but at the same time, you don't damage any links with that person. So there's nothing that comes back on you. You know, some people, they seek revenge when you approach a situation in a certain way. Okay, I'm only picking the uprights in this deck, just so you're aware. We got the Page of Wands. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Okay. And we've got the Nine of Swords. Okay, some of you are trying to do something really bold this month, something daring that you've not done before. And it could be launching a new project, or it could be launching a new idea, and it's making you feel a little bit nervous, but you're a hard worker and you are really good at what you do. There is nobody like you, okay? The Eight of Pentacles tells me that you are very unique. You are a master or a mistress of what you do, and as long as you enjoy what you do, it will be very, very successful. So you may be very productive, nose to the grindstone, lots of passionate ideas, but you do desire a little bit more spontaneity in your world, a little bit more excitement. So if, for example, with the Eight of Pentacles, you feel like you're in a repetitive cycle, you enjoy what you do, but at the same time, you find it's just the same old thing, just a different day, I definitely see that you will approach it in a different way. You'll approach your working environment, or you'll approach your tasks in a different way. Some of you, I mean, it may literally be that you're going to take a new route to the store, you know, so you can discover a new part of the neighborhood, or you may actually check out that new restaurant that's opened recently, or, you know, I feel like you're trying to do things differently so that you can inject a little bit more excitement into your life. And the Page of Wands indicates that you do have a lot of support where you're at right now, so you don't have to keep anything that you're worried about to yourself. Okay, so there's two energies that are coming out with that. Now, your outcome energy, we do have the Justice card. So that's really about being honest with yourself, especially since it's number 8. Normally it's number 11 in the major arcanas. But the Justice card is about honesty, okay? And if there's anyone who has tried to pull the wool over your eyes or be deceptive in some way in your life, the truth will out this month. Everything is exposed this month. Now, I just want people to be aware, keeping information to yourself, you know, whilst it can be considered a lie, for example, or being deceptive, it doesn't always have to be a negative thing. So, for example, you know, your best friend, you may find that your best friend is pregnant, but they haven't mentioned it to you, right? And they've done it that way because, you know, they're waiting for the 3 months or so before they announce it, just to make sure everything's all fine before they announce it. It's not that they are keeping something from you because it's a negative thing. It's because they just want the right moment to reveal it, because, you know, they just feel more comfortable that way. And we have to honor people in those moments. So not everything that's been hidden is a negative thing. I just want you to be aware. But there's something here in the month of June where it gets revealed. Okay. Now, I don't like giving this message, but I'm going to give it because it's only like 6% of my beautiful Librans out there. I don't see this happening in the month of June. This is only if you've already come to this reading and it's happened. Okay, if some of you have experienced some sort of theft or burglary or something like that, I do see that whilst you'll never meet the culprit, okay, you'll never meet the culprit, which is a good thing, of course, I do feel this person or this situation will be resolved and there will be some sort of win for you. Now, it could be like you get a large insurance payout, or it could be that you win a case if you go to court with this thing. I definitely feel that there is a win situation here for you, okay? But this is only if it's happened already. I don't see it happening in the month of June, so don't be worried. I just see if you've already gone through this, because this is, you know, something that you're dealing with, and I feel there will be a resolution, okay? So I'm just going to leave that there. That's not going to be for everyone. Now, the main focus is really about you being very productive, focusing on your goals, and finding balance to bring more spontaneity, more fun, but also work towards whatever goals you are wanting to achieve. With the Justice card, I definitely see that there's going to be a lot of paperwork to deal with this month, that you are going to be dealing with perhaps paperwork to do with your finances or contracts. If you're looking for a new job, there'll definitely be a new contract. I definitely see that you'll be a little bit more independent, or if you're setting up on your own, because we have the Hermit energy there, it's important to make sure that you set anything up legally and that you get all the paperwork necessary in order to start your business, if that's what's going to happen there for you. With the Hermit energy, I feel definitely a much more philosophical time, but you're implementing all the knowledge that you have in order to move forward in life. And I feel if you've been searching for inspiration, you will find the star. You will find that inspiration. The Hermit goes into the cave when they're feeling pretty fed up with the way things have gone. So they take some time to take a pause in order to recharge batteries and really sort of refocus or find a new approach to whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. This card can indicate if you've had any difficulty, you may be taking a pause really to find a solution, and that Justice card tells me that you will find a solution. But the Hermit card is a really wonderful card because it indicates that you'll find a new perspective on everything in your life, but you need to take a moment for yourself. Sometimes we need to experience a pause. It's necessary for personal growth. So I feel like if you've been really trying to seek answers and discover your path, all answers are actually within you, and things are not as bad as you may seem at the time. I definitely think there is something much more positive to occur for you. And if you've been feeling a little bit stuck in a rut, like nothing's ever changing or nothing's going anywhere, the month of June, especially at the end, sees things moving in the right direction. This is making progress. This is you having the energy to move forward and the willpower to succeed and being really disciplined with your focus. But the Chariot card can indicate that you need to make some adjustments or you need to make a decision in the month of June, because I feel like there's two opportunities that come towards you. Now, with the Chariot card, instinctively, you will know the direction that you need to take, okay? It's interesting because they're actually showing me a tree in the water right now, and they want me to be very clear that it is a silver birch tree. Okay, again, these images and signs, they may mean nothing to any of us in this moment, but then suddenly it all becomes clear in the next 6 weeks for you. They're indicating that oh, thank you so much, I'm truly grateful. Silver birch trees, I did not know this, are an incredible sort of tree. They thrive even after a disruptive energy or a change in their ecosystem, they thrive on it. Some plants and trees, you know, whenever there's a change in the ecosystem or even a disruption, like, you know, it kind of dies off or withers or struggles. But they're showing me that a silver birch tree actually, or birch trees in general, thrive. But in particular, they want you to be aware of a silver birch tree. Represents new beginnings, new experiences, and adventure. Thanks so much. I'm so grateful. Also did not know this. Silver birch trees represent never stop wondering about all the potentials and possibilities. Tap into your inner child and remember that sense of wonder. They want you to ask yourself in the month of June, what if? In every situation, what if I could not fail? What if I was so successful? What if I could do anything in the world? What would I do? What if I had all the money to make myself feel secure? Would I lead my life in a different way? So that's a very important question to ask yourself in the month of June, and I feel like the answer will surprise you. Okay, we do have two aces at the end of the month, Ace of Cups and Ace of Wands. Now, this is a really transformative card, a major breakthrough on things that perhaps you've been trying to access for some time. It's a really strong creative power, so feeling very inspired, lots of new ideas, you being very enterprising, launching new things, and a vision of the future that will see you be in a very good position. This is a card of you know, moving forward, having the energy to move forward with anything you choose. Also, the Ace of Wands is a card that shows that you're approaching something in a very daring and bold way. You're making things happen, and it's time to dream big because you're accessing the law of attraction, and it's time to turn those dreams into reality. You're being given encouragement by the universe to step into your power and trust your visions. They're given to you for a reason, and there's something wonderful and brilliant about you. You're just going to be this wonderful spark in the month of June, getting stuff done. Also, Ace of Cups. At grassroots, the Ace of Cups is, you know, about what you have to offer. We start with a cup of love first for ourselves, and it is about self-care and emotional self-care as well. So if you have been neglecting your own needs, this is a time to really get grounded and come back to your center and really you know, implement healthcare routines and more focus on your body, mind and soul, diet, exercise routine. And especially since we got a Nine of Swords there as well, I would say pay attention to your sleeping patterns. It just helps you recharge your batteries, get good quality sleep. Sometimes we sleep and we don't get good quality sleep, okay? So it's important to make sure that wherever it is that you are finding yourself having a snooze, that it is decluttered, if possible, and you know, it just makes you feel like a calm space. Ace of Cups also is really about following your bliss, doing something that you love. And I definitely see with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, these are gifts from the universe. There's always a hand from the universe that offers these things. So I feel like there's a couple of opportunities at the end of the month that are really going to benefit you. Something that you absolutely love doing is being offered to you. And this could be, you know, a raise, promotion, or something financial as well. But most importantly, I feel there is a connection that makes you feel proud of yourself that you've accomplished this. For some of you, it could be that you're purchasing real estate, or that you are finding your way back onto your true life's calling, your mission in life after a period of pause. Some of you, you may be entering into the workspace after a long period of being out. If you are a parent, you may have you know, taken some time out of the working environment, and you are cautiously re-entering, but you're going to thrive in those circumstances. Some of you may actually you know, be going through a transition where you're deciding to leave the workspace and follow your bliss and become retired. I definitely see travel being started for you. So with the Chariot card, some of you are definitely on the move. This could be a quick trip, vacation, or some of you may be thinking about relocating and really asking that question, where do I belong in the month of June? Now also, some of you may purchase a car in the month of June. I would definitely say, you know, shop around. I definitely see there's lots of deals for you. There may be one that's really flashy and exciting and really wonderful, and you really want that one. Okay, but let me pull a card on that. With the Five of Wands, I definitely see that there's another car that you may desire that's a little bit less money, okay? So obviously buy the one that you want. See, equally both of them are going to be great, okay? So yeah, equally, yeah, they're both going to be great is what they're showing me. It depends on what you want it for. I just wanted to make sure, because we had a Five of Wands, which is like a little bit of tension, but I feel it's more that it's competition. You know, you may struggle to choose which one you want, but of course, you may choose the one that is a little bit less money so that you have a little bit more money in your bank, just because that Pluto and Capricorn influence is influencing us all. Now, with the Four of Wands, I see a really happy home space, okay? If there's been a little bit of tension recently, I definitely see you finding solutions to anything that's been a little bit personal. If you've been dealing with any pressure, you're definitely managing your stress levels in the month of June. Also, with the Four of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, I definitely see that your friends are making a little bit more of an effort to let you know that they appreciate you, and someone from that you haven't seen for a while will, you know, want to reunite with you. I definitely get a sense that they'll also, I don't know who needs to hear this, they'll also pay for the bill, is what they're giving me right now as well. This person wants to meet up with you, maybe a coffee or even lunch. They'll pay for the bill, is what I'm being given. Also, I mean, this is a third ace for you, okay? So I really feel lots of gifts. You may even get something free in the month of June. It could be something really small, like a free gift in the post on something that you purchased, or even like a free coffee. So I definitely see that the end of the month is a very like positive time where it puts a bit of a spring in your step, okay? Now, the Four of Wands really is also encouraging you to get out there and spend time in good company, harmonize. You need balance in your life, and it's definitely a new creative phase. Four of Wands tells me there's something to celebrate. The universe is gifting you something that you will celebrate. So it's a very positive month for you. Jupiter really is on your side. Now, this could be the start of prosperity. It could be an acquisition, something that you purchase that is going to increase in value long term, whether it's real estate, art, something that's, you know, a really good opportunity, but it's the start of something. So it could be the start of a new project, or even the start of you looking in the home space, because the Four of Wands connects to the home space, looking at items that perhaps you've outgrown, and you can either give them to charity or you can put them online to earn a little bit more money for you. I definitely see you doing that on a personal level. Now, the Five of Wands, some of you can put yourself in training in order to level up to the next stage, which of course is the Six of Wands, success, victory, fame for some of you. There's an opportunity to step into the limelight this month and be recognized for what you do. This really is a month of accomplishment, okay? They're actually showing me, interesting, they're showing me a musical conductor. Yeah, dictating the pace. So I get a sense here that you are the tempo of your life. You're really dictating the pace this month, and you're feeling in the flow of things. Okay, but as you can see with the Five of Wands there's two roses, and they are very rewarding. They represent sweet reward, but they also have thorns, and this figure here is wearing gloves. So I feel there could be something difficult that you know you have to do this month, but it will be rewarding, and you may feel challenged at times, and it may feel, you know, there's a bit of conflict, but you will initiate change and you will be successful. You will move through any difficulties, and it will be very, very rewarding for you. Also, Five of Wands represents your brain synapses being on fire, you know, having lots of new ideas, creative brainstorming, and also, you know, meeting different people who intrigue you and different experiences that are outside of your norm. So I really feel it's quite an interesting month for you. If you are looking for love, I definitely see that this is someone who's coming in who is different from your usual type. And this person, there's something about a conversation about cars and contracts. Maybe this new person actually has also bought a new car or is upgrading their car. There's something about that coming through as well. Okay, thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. I feel like it's an interesting month for money for you. You go from a Three of Pentacles to the Page of Pentacles. So it indicates that you work really hard for everything that you have, but there is there is more money coming on in for you. Okay. Oh, wow. I mean, look at this. You got the Wheel of Fortune. So very lucky month. Jupiter really is on your side. Some really good stuff happening for you. They give me the word increase. Oh, and expansion. Increase and expansion is what they're showing me. It says things working in your favor, lucky moments, phase, situation, fate and destiny, and change. Okay, so definitely lots of positive changes going on there. You are magnetic. Also, and I don't normally talk about aesthetics, male or female, not a gender specific reading, it's about the energy, but you got a Queen of Wands, which means you're having a glow up this month, but also you're attracting a lot of attention, you're turning heads. You're going to look at yourself in the mirror this month and be like, damn, I'm looking fine, okay? So, you know, you always look the same, you always look fine, but I feel like you're going to notice it a little bit more this month, okay? So, you know, stand in your power, you're awesome, you're unique. I'm not here to blow smoke up your you-know-what. You're getting the cards and you're getting the energy, so I'm only just, you know, translating the energy that I'm getting. Also, we've got ready to do something. An opportunity is ripe. Now is your time, okay? So you are ready for this change, this abundance. Every card has been really positive, and I feel it's connected to your mission or your true life's purpose, the calling, the ambitions that you have, the projects that you have, and I definitely see that you're getting stuff done this month, okay? And by the end of the month, you're going to feel so proud of yourself. You did this, whatever this is, okay? So give yourself a little bit of pat on the back. You know, sometimes we need encouragement from the universe to let us know that we're on the right track. And I really feel you're going to get that in the month of June. I'm just going to go and get a rune before we close. Okay, so the first one we got here is the elk rune. Okay, that's really interesting because it's all about friendship. Okay, so getting out and seeing your friends more. It's also about things flourishing. There is a word that they're giving me with this, fortunate. Fortunate. I mean, it's another like word with fortune in it, fortunate. So again, it indicates that something perhaps that you've been working towards or fighting for, it will go in your favor. For some of you with the Justice card there, if you've been going through illegality, finally it's over. Finally you win, okay? You may have felt it's been a very lonely journey, but I do feel that things will be rewarding for you, and it's a fresh new start. So if, for example, you've been going through a divorce and it's been very difficult and you felt very clouded, and you know, you're seeing people in new lights, they're treating you in different ways that they never treated you before, I definitely feel this sense of fresh air, that it's over and you get to start again, and there's new experiences, new love, and new exciting adventures on the horizon for you. Now also we have ice, static. It's really interesting because they give me the ice rune right at the end, and they showed me the snowflake. Okay, so you've got fire and ice here. Look at that big old sun in that incredible headdress that this beautiful figure is wearing there. So I definitely see fire and ice, and I'm getting a real chill here as well. Things that have been static will start moving in the right direction, okay? You're going to feel a lot more energy. You're going to feel empowered. And things that have been cooled off or you've separated from are for a reason. And you'll see that they were for healthy reasons. You're being pointed in the right direction and guided. Also, this rune can connect to privacy. So again, there's that energy of something that was not meant to be heard by your ears, suddenly coming to your attention. And some of you may be working in privacy towards something, especially with that hermit energy. You may go off grid to really focus on something because you don't want a distraction. And whatever it is you are focused on, even if you are training, you're in college or thinking about going back to college, whatever it is you are, moving towards, it's going to bring a lot of success and reward. So exciting month to look forward to. Yes, there's going to be a lot of moments where it feels like same old thing, different day, but I definitely see that you're approaching things in a different way to find a little bit more value in the moment, okay? So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you, my beautiful Librans. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Librans. Love and light.